Hello, everybody. We are now live. So I am so excited to bring this 2-day series to you all today. And we are going to talk about rewiring our belief system. So guess what? Let's be real. Let's be real about it. It is time to rewire our belief system for success. So some of you all may have seen the information posted, and I'm so thrilled that you were able to join me here today, because now is the time for change. We're talking about she's not coming back. She's not coming back. We're rewiring our brain for transformation. We're rewiring our brain for change. So today we're going to talk about success does not follow talent. Have you ever noticed that? Like, success does not follow talent. So we're going to upgrade our belief system so that we can create the levels of success that we want to see in our life and our business. Hi, Janice. Thank you so much for joining today. And please drop in the chat where you're joining from. We want to know, like, what part of the country or other countries are you in? All right, so how many times have we watched other people do something or maybe succeed in something, and you were like, man, I felt like I was really talented and I'm not sure what's going on with that? Well, you know what? I've seen the same things. I've had clients who were incredibly talented, and then they would not apply themselves fully to do a task, to get a job, to obtain a client, because there was a disconnect in the belief. I had one person, one day she told me she was in a business where she was doing marketing and sales. And she said, I called 25 people and nobody said yes to me. And I asked her, what are you thinking before you call these people? What are you saying to yourself? And you know what she was thinking? They're going to tell me no. They're going to be busy. They're not going to have time. And well, that's why we called 25 people and we got no's. So let's be real. Changing and getting different results, and if somebody else getting results, it's never because somebody else is better than you. It's because maybe they believed it was possible and they acted like it. But guess what? We have that same capacity and ability to do that, to get massive results. So today we're talking about the real secret behind success, and it's not hustle and it's not talent. One of the main secrets behind success is your belief system. Okay, the average person has 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and over 80% of those thoughts are negative and or repetitive. Some are both. And that's from the National Science Foundation. That is real live facts. So that means that the majority of your day is being run by old programming, doubt, fear, hesitation, unhealed memories that you may not realize are still alive and active and creating your decisions and driving what you do. And so your brain is often going to be on a loop, and your brain is going to loop what's familiar to it. So that's why, have you ever been driving and you just didn't mean to go a certain way because you had somewhere to go, but you winded up going the wrong place? So say, for example, one day I had a dentist appointment, and instead, my normal behavior was, hey, I'm taking my child to school. But that day I had a dentist appointment, knew I had a dentist appointment, confirmed the dentist appointment, left the house, brushed my teeth, mouthwash, floss, extra, everything in me was ready for this dentist appointment. I get in the car and I'm driving, and next thing you know, I made multiple turns that was on the way to the daycare. Why? Because my subconscious mind, the patterns that I normally take, they took over. They took over really quickly. Okay. So our brain loops what's familiar, and it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be facts. It just loops what it's familiar with. Has anybody experienced that before? Can you drop that in the chat? Because that's what our brain does. It's going to loop and keep on going with what is familiar to it. That doesn't mean that it's true, and it doesn't mean that things aren't possible for us. And if we don't interrupt the cycle, it will keep recreating the same outcomes, no matter how much you want to change. Until we interrupt the cycle, we keep repeating the outcomes. So this is one reason why this happens, and I love talking about this. It's the Reticular Activating System. RAS, Reticular Activating System. So what the Reticular Activating System does is it filters what you notice based on what you believe. Okay, so that means your brain will filter out opportunities if your brain system is operating in limitation and lack. It means it will filter out yeses if you're expecting no's. Your brain is wired to prove you right. Your brain is wired to prove you right, whether it's right or not. So this is what that looks like. Have you ever went to purchase something like, say, a red car, and you didn't see a lot of that specific car on the road before, but the minute that you go to buy that car and you're driving off the lot, all of a sudden you see so many more red cars that look just like the red car you got, or more red cars, because the reticular activating system in your brain is responsible for filtering what you notice and focus on and what you believe is relevant. So it's also going to filter out things that it doesn't believe is relevant based on what you're telling it. So if you believe, I never have support, then because you're telling your brain that, it will literally overlook the help that's available to you. If you tell yourself, or there's some subconscious programming in the back of you that says, like, money is hard to come by, money is hard to make, it takes a long time to make money, you'll miss easy opportunities, you'll miss quick opportunities, because your brain is only going to look for the things that are going to make that true for you and right for you. And guess what? It's saying this is what's relevant. Don't pay attention to that other stuff. Isn't that wild? If you say no one listens to me, people don't appreciate my product, I don't subscribe to that stuff people are saying on the internet, when they, like, you know, what do they say? It'd be your Facebook friends and not your real friends or family that support you. I don't subscribe to that, because then your brain will overlook any family member, any friend that does want to support you. So we don't speak those things, because our brain is going to try to look for information to make that true. So I would rather my brain look for the information that I really absolutely want to be truth. How about that? Okay, so neuroscience confirms these things. This is not opinion. These are straight up facts. So if you are saying, like, no one listens to me, then you will subconsciously dim your voice. If in the back of your mind, your reticular activating system, if what you're telling yourself is, my voice isn't important, nobody wants to hear me, nobody wants to read my book, nobody's going to want to come to my blank, whatever it is for you, then your brain is going to operate the way it operates. It works for you when you know how to work it. But when you're telling it that, it's going to try to prove you right. And it's going to say, okay, well, then let's show her that. Okay, so neuroscience confirms that your brain will keep you blind to anything that contradicts what you keep telling it. So you won't just miss blessings. You will filter them out on purpose. So this is confirmed that, and whatever you rehearse intently, that's going to become your lived reality. So if you rehearse it and rehearse it and rehearse it and rehearse it, like, I'm the black sheep, I'm the black sheep, I'm the black sheep, da 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 da. This is so hard. This is so hard. This is so hard. Whatever you rehearse intently is going to become your reality. Your brain becomes what you repeatedly tell it. So it's so important that we're going to rehearse right thoughts, and that is what we will repeatedly experience. Okay, so this is called neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity means your brain literally rewires itself based on what you focus on most, but it also means that what's firing together in your brain is wiring together, and the more those things fire together, it's like they get wrapped around and get tighter and tighter and tighter, and it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger of a belief. So if you constantly say, I'm tired, it's not working, I don't know what to do, then your brain is going to constantly go, let that be our reality. And we're just going to settle at that. But if you intentionally feed your brain and feed your mind and say, hey, I'm clear, opportunities are finding me, money comes to me easily, consistently, and frequently. If you're saying success flows through structure, success flows to me, clients are chasing me down, you know what, whatever it is that you want to say, it starts to create the pathways that support that identity and that outcome. So the life you're living is a reflection of the thoughts you've been rehearsing. The life you're living is a reflection of the thoughts you've been rehearsing. So belief is a blueprint. If your belief is this is hard, then that's what you're building upon. If your belief is people don't support me, your brain will ignore the people who do. If your belief is people don't support me, your brain will ignore the people who do. So, talent without belief brings hesitation. Talent without belief is hesitation. You could be super talented. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, there's a hesitation to move. There's a hesitation to act. There's a hesitation to give your all. There's a hesitation to leave it all on the field. But belief without talent can still create some momentum, even if you have belief and you're not the most talented person. But belief plus alignment, like when I believe I have talent, my spirit, soul, and my body on one accord, then we get predictable success every time. Because you don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you truly believe is yours and that you can have, right? So I want you guys to do this with me. What is one belief that you're currently holding that's creating resistance in your life or in your business? And y'all can drop it in the chat. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining. Go ahead and just drop your name in the chat or say hello so I can see you here. What is one belief that you know has been limiting your life, your business? People have beliefs that are limiting their dating, limiting them finding the husband or the wife of their dreams. If they think, oh, men this, men that, women this, women that, then whatever negative thing you're saying about it, your brain is only going to look to make that true for you. Okay? So what's the belief? If y'all have some that you want to drop it in the chat, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Now, the next thing I want you to do is we're going to flip it. So imagine this. If that belief weren't true, what could be possible for you right now? If that belief were absolutely not true, what could be possible for you right now? So say, for example, imagine your belief was, it will take me a long time to reach $1 million business, or it'll take a long time to have a $5 million business. Well, let's flip it. Imagine if that belief weren't true. What could be possible for you right now? Whatever it is. Hey, Lori, thanks for joining. Whatever that belief is for you that has been limiting your success in life or growth, think of what that belief is. Once you have that belief in mind, I want you to ask yourself, what could be possible for me right now if that belief wasn't true? And once you give yourself a real answer, because this belief isn't true, this is what's possible for me. And because you know that that's possible for you, I want you to ask yourself, now that I know that this is possible for me, what is one action step that I should take towards that thing? Towards that thing. So it's so important to remember, we talked about the reticular activating system. The way your brain works is whatever you're telling it, your brain its goal is to prove it true. If you say something negative about somebody, your brain starts trying to pull information. Yeah, give me a supporting fact for that. Give me a supporting fact for that. Have you ever noticed that? And when you really know your brain is doing that, when you pull back stuff from 5 years ago, I do remember that time we were sitting at the table and she said, da, 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 da. I knew she was funny right then. I knew she was funny acting because you just recently said something, but your brain is trying to search everywhere in your subconscious for anything to make that true. Now, imagine if you say negative things about yourself. Imagine if you tell yourself you're not pretty. Imagine if you tell yourself you're not worthy of success. Imagine if you tell yourself you're not deserving of your desires. Your brain is going to try to search through any Rolodex it possibly has to tell you that what you're telling it is right, even though it's not. Because we all know that you're deserving. You came into this earth deserving. You woke up deserving. You are inherently worthy. We know these things. However, if you're telling yourself opposite, all your brain is going to do is search for that. And then because your brain is searching for that, you're going to experience those things. And then you're really going to think that they're true. But they are not. So if you have that one belief, feel free to drop it in the chat. So if this hit home today, any of these things are connecting with you, it's time to have those old stories stop repeating itself. You know, you are limitless. You have so much capacity, so much ability to create. Like where we are right now is the floor for most people. Where we are right now is literally the floor. Like, yeah, you're here, but a simple belief shift helps take us from where we are to the next level of scaling, to the next level of amazing, to the next level of impact, to the next level of living your absolute dream life, having your dream relationships, dream health, dream time and money freedom, being able to do what you want with your time and with your money. Time and money freedom is when you can be, do, have, and give what you want, when you want, where you want. You know what? If any of these things are important to you, I want you to join me May 23rd from 6 to 9 p.m. and May 24th from 4 to 6 p.m. Join me for the Dare to Dream, the experience, where we're going to rewire our thinking. We're going to expand our vision. I'm going to teach you strategies to help you have true, predictable success. So not temporary success. You're going to get the laws of success and the spiritual principles that are going to activate you on a level that you could have never imagined. If that resonates with you, I want you to register. I want to see you there. The event is happening in Charlotte, North Carolina. We do have a virtual option for those that are at a distance. We would love to see you in the building, but I do understand some people live all over the country, all over the world. But you don't want to miss this event. This event is an immersive activation. Immersive activation. Can you imagine these 2 days and this opportunity to rewire your mind to success? Being in the room, it's the buzz, the feeling, what happens there. It's almost undescribable, but it will change your next 10 years. It will change the trajectory of your next 10 years. I have people that walk out of this session and they're doing amazing things. Amazing things. You don't want to miss this. So I appreciate y'all joining me on this live. I'm going live again on what's today? Today is Thursday. On Monday at 8. And we're going to talk about the identity shift. So you can't build the next level with the old version of you. Come on, somebody. You can't build the next level with the old version of you. And if we think that where we are is our ceiling, that just means it's time to put the old version of us away and create our next us, the new version, the you that's expanding, the you that's seeking for fuller expression of everything that God put inside of you. I can't wait to talk about this topic. It's one of my favorites, but I love you guys. Listen, register for the masterclass experience. It's a 2-day experience. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. My book launch is also going to be a part of Saturday's event. So on Saturday, when you register for the event, you automatically are getting your book. And so if you're in person, I'll be signing your books and giving them to you on Saturday. And if you're virtual, I'll be mailing your book to you. Okay. I cannot wait to see y'all. Make sure you are joining this amazing opportunity to change your life. Y'all, this is the first time I did a 2-day event. This is the first time I did a 2-day event. Ronaldo said, I need a new version of me to build the next level of myself. Come on. That part. So register today. Invite somebody to this amazing experience, and I will talk to you all soon. Thank y'all for joining. So some people just joined. I'm going to give y'all a recap of what we just talked about, okay? So today we talked about she's not here anymore. She's not here anymore. We are rewiring our belief system because success, it doesn't follow talent. It follows your beliefs. So we have to upgrade our beliefs to be more successful. A part of our brain is our Reticular Activating System. It's called RAS. And that part of your brain, its sole function is to filter out information that's not important to you and to pull to your present view what you're telling it is important. So if you tell your Reticular Activating System that, oh, nobody's going to want to hear from me, nobody's going to book me, then all that part of your brain is going to do is find where that's true for you. Oh, then it's going to send you to go to the places to find where that will be your answer. Right. You said nobody wants to go do this with you. Nobody wants to hear you do this. Go over here because this is where all the no's are. And then you're going to be like, I told you. But the thing is that you have to reprogram your mind. You have to speak what you want and speak what you would love and speak the absolute truth with a capital T, which is what God said. Imagine The things that we tell ourselves, y'all, your success, your next level of success isn't about hustle. You don't have to work any harder to reach your next level of success. You don't have to work any harder to reach your next level of success. You don't have to grind. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to put in massive orders. You don't have to lose sleep. It's not even your talent. It starts with your belief system. The average person has 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day. And 80% of those are negative and repetitive. Negative and repetitive. 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts are running through your mind that your brain is backing up until you rewire it with your new belief system. Can you imagine 60 to 80,000 thoughts of amazing positivity and of success and of what is already happening for you because it's already done, really, and we're catching up to it, what God has already done for you? Can you imagine that, Toya? Can you imagine that, Sonia and Ronaldo? Can you imagine that, Sierra? Because your brain is an amazing vehicle that is created, but you have to make it work for you. And it's all up to you. The reason why most people don't succeed is because they sabotage themselves. It's not a lack of desire. They are sabotaging themselves because of unaddressed thoughts and patterns that are running in the background. Unaddressed thoughts and patterns. We filter out opportunities when we don't believe in ourselves. When you don't believe that your thing is worth the amount of money that you know you should be charging, you filter out the people that would pay for it. And you literally only go find the people that only want to pay that low price. Am I helping anybody in here? Listen, it's what you choose to believe and what you decide. Somebody is looking for what you have and they understand the value of it. But if you think that you won't make any money doing it, all your brain is going to find for you is evidence of you won't make any money, but it's really lies. Please don't let your brain operate on lies for the rest of this 2025, somebody. If you start telling your brain, people are seeking me out for what I have. People are looking for what I have. They understand the value. They are excited to exchange value for value. Because what I'm giving is value and what they're giving me is value. People are excited to exchange value for value. Come on. It's all about you. If you're telling yourself, oh, I don't have support, your brain is going to take you to the most random people that don't even know how to be supportive to anybody just to help that feel true for you. But what if you said, all my dreams are fully supported. There are people coming out the woodworks to support me. Then guess what's going to happen? Your brain is going to be looking for people to come out the woodworks to support you every day. If you say every day and every way, more and more clients are finding me. Every day and every way, more and more people are looking for my product. Every day and every way, more and more orders are coming. Every day and every way, my brand is growing. My name is getting out there. Every day and every way, I'm having residual customers, residual orders. What are you telling yourself? Because whatever that thing is, that's what you're going to experience. When you rewire your belief system, everything starts to change. You act different when you believe different. If you walk to a dealership and you believed with your whole heart that you were leaving with a vehicle, you wouldn't walk over there with a frown. You would walk in there like, I want that one. Send it to my house. How do you act when you believe? When you're in your spirit, in your soul, and in your body, you get on board and you take action. There are people who have been stagnant. We have not been taking action because of a sheer lack of belief. Lack of belief that they're coming for you. Lack of belief that you have the secret sauce. Come on, so I can feel you. I can feel you on the line. A lack of belief that this is going to work for you. So you haven't even taken the full action with the full energy, with the strength God gave you, with the brilliance and the ideas that God gave you, because you've been telling yourself a belief that's not really true. You've been telling yourself a belief that doesn't line up with who you are and who you serve. You've been putting limits on a limitless God. You've been putting limits on a limitless God. Hey, the client journey. What is it for you? What is the belief that you're ready to abandon? What is the belief that you're ready to say no more? Because we're telling that thing goodbye. Whatever that belief is, imagine that belief is no longer there. Then what would you do? What would you do if that belief were no longer there? If you realize that you think things take all this time, oh, it's going to take so long. That was me, y'all. That was my thing. Oh, it's going to take so long. That's what I thought, so I didn't start. How much sense does that make? If you would have started 2 years ago, even if you thought it would have took a long time, you already further along. But it doesn't take a long time. It doesn't. When you have your spirit, soul, and body in alignment, the acceleration will happen. Acceleration will happen. When you follow the laws of success, when you operate in the laws of specificity, when you rewire and up level your belief system, everything starts to shift and change. When you have a real vision for your life, real dream for your life, you start to move in a different direction. When you have mentorship and coaching and strategy, oh, you're saving yourself time, energy, money, and resources. So just remember that whatever you're rehearsing regularly is what you're going to experience, but you get to decide your thoughts. If you change your thoughts, you can change your life, and you can change your thoughts. Come on, somebody. Somebody say, I can change my thoughts. I can change my thoughts. Whatever you keep telling yourself is going to create your reality. So what are you going to tell yourself from now on? Who are you going to tell yourself that you are? Are you that girl? Are you that girl? You should use this with your kids. You know, my kids had testing this week. Every day I wrote them notes. Every day I did breathing exercises with them. Every day we sat in what we were grateful for and what we were proud of. And every day I reminded them of who they are. Every day I reminded them that they were brilliant, that they had the mind of Christ, that they had the memory of the just, that they can recall. Every day I reminded them of who they are. So they walk into that test knowing that I'm smart, that I'm brilliant, that I'm favored, that even when I don't know the answer, I have a Holy Ghost to help me get the answer. Hey, Bertha. So I want you to remember this, what we talked about today, and know that you have the full option to change your entire life with the 6 inches that are between your ears. 7 inches, 8 inches, maybe 9 inches for some. But these inches right here that are between your ears can change your entire life. And that's what we're going to be doing May 23rd and May 24th. You get to come to an immersive experience where we're going to be chipping away at those old limiting beliefs. And you're going to be in an environment that it immediately vacuums off some of that old stuff that you've been carrying, those old thoughts that have been governing you. Some of them are in our subconscious and we don't even realize they're running the show. But when you get here on May 23rd and May 24th, that's a Friday, 6 to 9 p.m., Saturday from 4 to 6 in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Dare to Dream experience, your life is going to change. Your life is going to change. You will experience something that will change everything. Once you've seen what you see, you can't unsee that. Come on, somebody. You will not be able to unsee what God shows you. You will not be able to unsee what you see in these 2 days that are going to change your trajectory of the next 10 years of your life. If you have not registered for this event, I want you to make sure you go to the link in my bio and register right now. We do have a virtual option for those who are at a distance. If you can get in the room, do everything you can to get in the room with this fire. But fire still translates virtually. Okay. I love y'all so much. Thank you for joining. Won't you invite somebody too? The tickets are $26 if you're here and $32 just so we can mail you your book. Y'all, that's nothing. Get here. Invite somebody. Treat somebody who you know they have massive potential, but these limiting weights and anchors have been holding them back from their purpose, holding them back from reaching their full capacity. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all, we are doing part 2 on Monday night. Part 2 is identity shift. You can't build the next level with the old version of you running the show. That's what we're talking about on Monday night at 8 o'clock. We'll say 8:05. Okay. So I can't wait to see y'all there. Thank you so much. She said this was so good. Thank y'all for joining. I'll talk to everybody later. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.